Hi, my name is Thomas Daniel. Rock has been in my blood since I was a teenager. As I grew, my mind was open to a lot more than just Iron Maiden and Metallica. I wanted to find out the roots of the whereabouts of the introduction of rock in India. So, I take you on this journey to dig out the past, understand the present, and pretty much unravel the future. This is my story, Beyond the Barricades. Back in the summer of '69, something happened. 3 days of peace, music and love. Woodstock. And it was at this very festival that a certain Pandit Ravi Shankar represented the country.
Ravi Shankar opened up Western audiences' awareness about Eastern music.
Indeed, the virus was carried from Woodstock into India. Vibrant clothes, flowery patterns. This was the new culture in the then modern India.
Way back then, people never used to classify rock as slow rock and fast rock, and it was a total misnomer.
Bands at that time mostly indulged in covers, and very few bands thought of giving original compositions a hand.
It also depended on the crowd that you were playing with. Now, there was this segment of the population who want only covers. And then there was another segment which was totally, which was more influenced by this flower children. For them, music was something which, they could trip on. The more solos that a guitar player took, or the more improvisation that a vocalist did. So these things were also admired and looked upon.
Earlier it was different. Those used to get over at like 2-3 in the night. After that, bands used to actually camp out on the grass, build a bonfire, get an acoustic guitar out, and just party the entire night, get high, do whatever, man. So that whole vibe is missing right now.
We would take our guitars, we would take our processors and all, and we'd go plug in amp, and we'd put treble, bass, volume loud, and we just play. Now here it is, apart from certain bands, it's also theatrics, as in people don't come to hear a band anymore, they come to watch a band. So you have to be a fucking complete package.
in my state, 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 in my state.
Bombay is the hub of Bollywood, which is one of the largest movie and music industry in the country. Bollywood is said to have picked up on the disco side, hence involving a lot of running around trees and acrobatic dance moves.
Bollywood in short is a really cheesy movie with a hell of a lot of songs and dancing around trees.
Industries in India, that means, and all the Indian kids are listening to remixes and indie pop stuff, and basically whatever the channels are showing, that's what people are absorbing.
Not just among young people, throughout, right from the villages to the richest guy in India probably, they're all fans of Bollywood music.
Ladies and gentlemen, and those who are still confused about it,
Welcome to Jengyat Group!
Bombay, city of dreams for the millions who come here. The rock scene in Bombay has never deterred due to the continuous flow of music talent that comes to the city. This is probably why artists like Bryan Adams, Joe Satriani, or even the late Michael Jackson chose to perform in this city. With the continuous flow of music and cultures opening up to rock as a culture and not just a music genre, media has started shifting focus on this culture. Movies have been made to show that rock exists and can be acceptable. A very perfect example is that of Rock On. A story of a band that breaks up just to come back for that one last reunion gig.
What Rock On has essentially done is they've brought rock to the masses in a commercial way.
But where is it heading?
When you're in India, you're never going to be a rock star. A Bollywood person is going to be a rock star, even though they never play rock, but that's the way it goes. You're a rock star. No, but you don't do anything, but you're a rock star.
Picture this. Our country has 80% of population living in villages, or they come from villages and they stay in slums. So 20% that are from the metros. Out of that 20%, 90% don't listen to English music. They only listen to yeah, so out of that 10% that is left that listen to English music, 90% don't listen to rock music. So why is the acceptance? Because when such ratio and percentages is against the 3000, you can't really call it acceptable.
There is no sex. There is very little drugs. There is just a lot of rock and roll.
People are more accepting towards, rock. Maybe it's Hindi rock, but at least it's gone a step further than it was before, man.
I think rock has opened up doors for all the garage playing musicians to step out and showcase their talents. For shows like Launchpad or even the most recent Desi Beats Rock On. It amazed me that there were so many that followed the same culture and felt the same way like I did about rock. It's just a matter of time when rock can become a major accepted genre.